Hey everybody, so yeah, I'm back again. I've got another commentary, another strategic game again, and this time it's like it was a game I got yesterday, so it's fairly new, but it's on the old Shogun 2 traditional army types. So um yeah, and we're playing on the Saga River. So this is just a strategic game. I'm just gonna show you what tactics I used against someone who was a lot of ranks higher than me. He was level 8. I'm level 3, I think. So yeah, was more quantity over quality of troops here. And yeah, so I've not really been promoting my videos that well. I've been sort of just, throwing them out there, and that's kind of my bad, because I would love to promote them a little bit more. Even if I got like 100 views per video, that would be hilariously happy. I'd be like, oh yeah, great. I know that may be like nothing to a lot of people, but to me that would be quite a lot. But anyway, I'll shut up now and I'll tell you some stuff about my army. So yeah, this was a 10k battle. This was my first 10k battle that I actually played. So I have a really balanced army here because I didn't know what I was gonna go up against, so I just brought what I felt like bringing that would make it equal. So I have, let me see, it's kind of hard because I've got so many troops. I've got a Yari cavalry and a light cavalry on each flank, so I've got 2 Yari cavalry and 2 light cavs. I think I have 3 Naginata attendants. No, 4 Naginata attendants and 1 sword attendant, so that takes out that big blob. And then I have 2 bow samurai. They're up the middle. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 katana samurai. That's my main sword contingent. And then we've got old Achilles right here with his terrifying helmet. It's quite cool. So if I just press the play button, there we go, actually, and I'm just going to show you his army. You can't see most of it at the moment because some of his units are hidden, so I knew that I'm going to be facing an army with lots of veterans, and true to that, I was. He's got quite a vetted up army, as you can see here, and so I knew I needed to take some of the key buildings. So I rush over my cavalry over to this farmhouse so I can take the sort of stamina advantage. Now on the other Shogun 2, the Fall of the Samurai, this key building is not that useful, but on the traditional it is much more useful because your units are going to be in combat, a melee combat, and that's going to use up a lot of their stamina, and they're going to get tired quite quickly. So if you can gain that, that is still quite a big advantage. Now here as well, there's an archery dojo, and that's not going to be too great for me in a sense, but it will be good enough. So as you can see, we're both heading for this key building here, the morale shrine. That's probably the most important, and I think he captures it. So we're heading for this bit. But I went a little bit funny here, and I clicked the orders wrong, so I sort of sent most of my meat shield contingent like up here, wrong clicking orders. But it worked out quite well because then I sort of just moved them along this ridge here next to the river. So now that I've done that, I'm going to capture this, because he's got his army up on just this ledge. Now I'll pause it again and I'll show you his army, because I haven't showed you it yet. So he has 3 vetted up Naginata samurai, really strong spear units with a lot of armor, as you can see. And then he has his main sword contingent of just 2 katana samurai. 1 with 6 chevrons and 1 with 4, so he's still got a pretty decent sized force here. Now he has no meat shields, so basically I have so many more troops than him. I only have 2 units, I think, that have veteran upgrades, apart from my leader as well. And so basically he has a lot more better troops than me. I've just got more troops. So that is not his main force. So he has also got these 2 Yari Ashigaru behind his general, and now he has 1 katana cavalry here, and I think he's got another 2 here. So he doesn't have cavalry to match mine. Katana cavalry, they're good at fighting melee troops. In a cav fight, they're not too good. They'll take on a light cavalry, probably destroy them, but against Yari cavalry, that's good against cav. They're not going to be doing too well. So he stopped at this point because he's capturing this shrine, and now I'm just trying to sort of get the flank on him because I'm trying to reveal some of his cavalry. If I can take his cavalry advantage out away from him, then I have a better chance of winning, because at the moment, an up front fight, I'd probably lose. And as you can see here, I sprung a trap with one of his katana cavalry, so I take my Yari straight in, and he was quite smart here because he sends his Yari Ashigaru straight in I brought another of my Yari cavalry all the way from capturing this key building. I still haven't mounted these guys yet, so I need to take these back. So as you can see here, his cavalry's pretty much almost dead already, even before his Yari can even get into the fight. And I have to take my cavalry out of the fight before that, as you can see, because they're starting to die. But I've not really taken that many losses from his units. So I managed to get my cavalry out. His cavalry are following me, but they've got 13 men. They're not going to be doing that much. So by taking my units out, I've also discovered these two katana cavalry. And so basically, and I have to run away again now, because now not only am I facing against his spears, but now I've got two katana cavalry. And I know that seeing as he sprung them, it's now my time to send one of my Yari cavalry out. And he manages to send out one of his katana cavalry units right into my Yari's cavalry, which is a bad move on his part, because one-on-one, toe-to-toe, they're not going to win. But as you can see here, their charge are greatly devastated by morale, and at the moment they've got the same amount of kills as me. But as you can see here, he tries to send in some of his cavalry, and I forgot to show you before this happens. I'm just going to show you what he did. He moved up his men here, and he sent out his katana cavalry to try and take away my meat shield advantage. Now, again, a bad move on his part is because he was going to send his katana cavalry into 3 units of Naginata attendants, which are they're still a meat shield unit, but I'm pretty sure they can take on a katana cavalry, especially if there's 3 of them. They would just swarm it. So he tries to do that, but he tries to then take his cavalry back into his men and into the safety of his spears, and while doing that, I catch his katana cavalry and kill some of them, but he does get away with it. And then my men get caught on his Yari Ashigaru, so my men are going to start to lose horribly, so I have to take them out, and then he charges his cavalry back. Now during that time, my bows are firing on his men, and I've rallied my men and put them into the fight. So there's 6 units, and as you can see there, his Naginata samurai, they're already falling just from the sheer amount of troops that are attacking him. Now he has his general on stand and fight, which is a really good tactic. That was his tactic all along, and if he'd kept his general on stand and fight, that's foreshadowing, he would have won this, because if you can see here, my troops are going to start wavering soon. But as you can see, I've sort of blocked my men together now. So as you can see, there's 3 meat shield units just helping to take down this 1 or 2 units of Katana Samurai. Oh, he's got some Waco Raiders here as well. I've never seen that unit before, because I don't have the DLC for that. But I managed to slyly take in my cavalry here, and I completely mess up his general unit. And by doing that, it takes away his bonus, because his general is now in combat and he's not mounted, so his general's not getting away. And at this point, my opponent's units start to rout, and as you can see here, I'm just about to win. So it was a great game to my opponent. It was like my first 10k battle, and I did pretty well in it for myself. I thought, yeah, it was good. Seeing as I was playing against a really advanced opponent, my advice to him probably was that he brought the wrong cavalry. Like, he had such a good sword unit. If he just had the cavalry to match, he would have just beaten me outright. As you see, he brought 3 katana samurai, sorry. If he brought just maybe 1 Yari unit, he probably would have won, in my guess. As well as, he did decide to choose to fight me uphill, which is, again, was not a good idea, because I had this massive hill advantage. So I was running my men down, he was fighting up the way, and even though he had veteran troops, it didn't work to his advantage with the mopping up of all my men. So as you can see there, that was the end of the first battle, and I'm gonna show you how well they did. Actually, that's a good idea. So that was one battle from the traditional side, and after I'll be showing you the Fall of the Samurai. I haven't been playing this game that much. I came off it for a bit because if you keep playing the multiplayer constantly, you're gonna end up getting quite tired and exhausted of playing it. Like, as well as you have those days where you just play maybe 5 or 6 matches and you're playing against such good opponents that they just beat you. And I'll tell you, it's not nice. It's not a nice feeling. You're just like sitting in front of your computer screen, sort of raging to yourself, and it's just like, oh. So as you can see here, I deployed a lot more men than him. And I also managed to kill more men than him as well. So if you just look at the unit stats, my Katana Samurai, they did amazingly well. They managed to take out a lot of heavy veteraned up units who probably had a lot more attack and defense, and if not charge. So, as well as my meat shields, they did okay. Like this one got 47 kills, 52 deaths. It's not bad. My cavalry did quite well as well. This Yari Samurai got 103 kills, which is great. It's double the amount of deaths it got. So, and then if you look at his men now, he did okay. He lost a lot more men than he did. I think he had the bad positioning. He didn't make too well of use of his stand and fight because his Yari Ashigaru didn't get into place in time before I could mop up his